It's almost midnight. You open your banking app for the third time today. And let's be real, it's not because you think the number magically changed. It's because you're just hoping it did. Welcome to today's explainer on the architecture of wealth. Before you get rich, you need to hear this uncomfortable truth. It is probably not your salary keeping you stuck. Actually, it's a handful of invisible decisions you don't even register as decisions anymore. All right, let's jump right into the agenda. First, the real reason people plateau. Next, the 5 moves and 4 mistakes. And finally, the 10-second blueprint. We are skipping the 40-minute detours today. We're just going to look at the short list of moves that quietly build wealth and the habits that quietly destroy it. Most people have never seen both written down in one place, but today, you will. So check this out. Roughly 1 in every 11 people in the US crosses the 7-figure mark in their lifetime. And honestly, it's not just lottery winners or trust fund kids. For the most part, it's ordinary earners. They just happen to follow a specific set of moves and dodge a specific set of traps. Section 1. The real reason people plateau, or dodging the short list of traps. Look, these traps are the real reason people get stuck. It's not laziness. It's just that nobody ever handed them a list of what's quietly leaking all their money in the background.
Which brings us to mistake number 1, and this is hands down the quietest wealth destroyer out there: carrying a revolving balance on high-interest debt.
The math on this is honestly staggering. Right now, the average credit card balance in the US has climbed past $6,000, sitting at an interest rate north of 20%. Just thinking about a 20% APR makes my wallet hurt. What that means is, before a single dollar goes towards your rent, your groceries, or literally anything fun, a massive chunk of your income is already rerouted straight into someone else's pocket.
And here is the part that really stings. Every single dollar you send to interest is a dollar that never got the chance to compound for you. Paying down that average balance can quietly cost you years of momentum. If you took those exact same dollars and invested them instead, they could have grown into thousands sitting in an index fund. Same dollars, 2 completely different destinations. But, it's not just the math. The real danger here is psychological. Having debt hanging over your head tends to push people toward more short-term decisions, not fewer, and that only deepens the hole. I'm not here to lecture you about willpower. This is just a blunt description of which direction your money is actually flowing. But here's the crazy part. Debt isn't even the most expensive mistake on our list. We'll get to the one that costs people the absolute most a little later. First, let's pivot to the move that fixes almost everything we just talked about.
Let's build a completely different foundation. Step 1. You need to invest something, consistently, starting today. Seriously, even if the amount embarrasses you.
Because the biggest lever in building wealth was never really the dollar amount. It's time. Money invested in your 20s has decades left to compound quietly in the background. If you take that exact same money and invest it 10 years later, it has to work twice as hard just to catch up. And mathematically speaking, it often never fully does.
So this is not about waiting until you earn more or waiting until it feels like enough to matter. It's about opening whatever account you already have access to and automatically sending it something. $50, $100, whatever doesn't break your month. In the beginning, establishing the habit matters way more than the number. Like the old saying goes, time in the market beats timing the market every single time.
Now that brings us to mistake number 2, confusing looking rich with actually becoming rich. See, there's a version of spending that quietly builds your future, like buying an index fund, putting a security deposit on a rental, or taking a course that raises your income. And then there's the version that just performs wealth for an audience that frankly is paying way less attention to your car or your watch than you think. Now, none of it is wrong to want, but every dollar spent signaling wealth is a dollar that will never get the chance to compound into it. You could have 2 people earning the exact same salary for a decade, and they will land in completely different financial positions purely based on which of those 2 categories their money kept landing in.
There's one blunt question that changes more outcomes than almost anything else on this list. Before every big purchase, just ask yourself, is this going to put money in my pocket over time or quietly take it out? Okay, remember earlier when I mentioned the mistake that costs people the most? We're almost there. And I promise you, it's not the one most people would guess.
But before we uncover that massive blind spot, let's lock in our next defense. Step 2. Automate the split before you ever even see the money. The second a paycheck lands, a fixed percentage should move itself into savings and investing. 0 decisions required on your end. Willpower is totally unreliable. A standing transfer isn't.
All right, step 3. This is the one that actually accelerates everything. For me, this was a massive light bulb moment when looking at the data. You need to build at least one income source that isn't billed by the hour. A role that pays a flat rate for your time has a hard ceiling, right? There are only so many hours in a week. But income tied to results, like commission, royalties, equity, or a side project that scales, well, that has no ceiling. Two people can work the exact same hours and land in wildly different financial positions purely because one of them detached their pay from the clock.
Now, nobody is saying you need to go out and quit your job tomorrow. Just stop assuming your job is the only lever you're allowed to pull.
And that leads perfectly into mistake number 3, staying entirely dependent on one employer, one paycheck, one point of failure. Because if that single stream disappears, your entire plan disappears right along with it. Most people who build real wealth end up running several income streams at once. They do this specifically so no single disruption can undo years of their progress.
And here it is, the most expensive mistake we teased earlier. Mistake 4 is the quiet one that compounds against you every single day, optimizing for how today feels instead of how the next 20 years compound. Think about this. $1 invested in your 20s can realistically be worth 30 to 80 times more by retirement, depending on how it's invested. That means every small, unconscious daily purchase is quietly borrowing against that massive future potential. Not because spending is inherently bad, but because that math is running whether you are paying attention to it or not.
Let's fix that with step 4. Take every single dollar of free money before you try to optimize anything more advanced. If your employer matches retirement contributions, that match is an instant, guaranteed return that beats almost anything else out there. Claim the full match first, period. And finally, step 5. Track your net worth on a fixed schedule. Monthly, quarterly, it really doesn't matter as long as it's consistent. You don't need a complicated system. You just need to see the trend line, because what actually gets measured is what actually gets managed.
Section 2, the 10-second blueprint. We're going to take everything you just picked up and synthesize it down.
Let's recap this in 10 seconds. Avoid the bad debt that quietly eats your income. Stop buying status disguised as assets. Diversify your income so you don't depend on just one source. Don't trade 20 years of compounding for how today feels. And on the flip side, start now, automate the split, build income that isn't capped by your hours, grab every dollar of free money on the table, and track your trend line. That's it. 5 moves, 4 mistakes, and the best part? None of this requires a 6-figure salary or some lucky break. It's just about doing the boring things on purpose and not doing the expensive things by accident.
But listen, there is still one move we haven't touched yet. It's the one that decides whether all 5 of these moves actually survive contact with real life. So I'll leave you with this question. What happens the first time your income actually jumps? Think about it. Because most people lose everything they built right there.